Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I'm here in Eugene, Oregon, coming to you live. I hope this is a good time. I figured morning is a good time for this topic because it's when most people are thinking like, I didn't sleep good again last night. I'm tired. I don't feel good. How am I going to get through my day? How am I going to make my sleep better tonight? Because let me tell you, I have been there. I've always been kind of a sleep Nazi, meaning like sleep's always been something that's really important to me. Even as a kid, I hated being tired in the morning. I hated waking up to go to school and feeling like I just wanted to stay in bed. And there was a time in my life when I actually gave myself an earlier bedtime as a kid. And part of that was because I couldn't fall asleep at night. I would go to bed. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Nathan. I would go to bed and lay there for what felt like hours as a child, and that really bothered me. And so I gave myself an earlier bedtime so that I could lay there for longer but still be asleep in time to get up and go to school and not feel like crap, basically. So I've always been very protective of my sleep. I've found ways to sleep well, and if you when my kids wake me up in the middle of the night, I'm not the most pleasant person. So with that said, one tip I can give you for sure to get better sleep is to not have a 4-year-old in bed with you. Because yes, my 4-year-old still wants to be in bed with us every night. We try to start him out in his own bed, but inevitably he comes and gets in bed and sleeps at the foot of the bed with his head between our feet and his feet, in between our bodies. And it was fine when he was really little, but now that he's getting taller and taller, it's getting harder and harder, and it's interrupting our sleep. So I figured this would be a good topic for a lot of people. I feel like one of the reasons that a lot of people struggle with sleep is because we go to bed and we have our heads filled with everything from the day that we just had, thinking about what we have to do the next day. Our brains are just worried, having anxiety, going through all of this to-do list. And there are definitely ways to combat this and make this not such a problem, ways to find relaxation. So I did a little bit of research on this, and this is just the tips that I felt were most relevant or simplest, but there's so much out there for help with sleep. And I'm not talking about medications and things like that, because yes, there's all of that. But I always like to take the natural approach first and see, what I can do that's inexpensive, that's natural, that is something anybody can do, and that's not going to have long-term side effects or cause, a dependency. So like I said, one of the biggest problems people have with going to sleep is having everything in their head and thinking about everything they need to do. So one thing that I think could be really useful for a lot of people is to brain dump right before bedtime. So this could be, in a couple of different ways. I always have thought, writing in a gratitude journal at night is a great thing, getting kind of in a soothing place. So writing down everything that you were grateful for that day, what happened that was good, thinking about pleasant thoughts, but also brain dump your to-do list. Everything that's weighing on your mind, everything that you're thinking about the next day, or just your general kind of life problems that you're dealing with right then, brain dump that onto a notebook. Stop thinking about it, get it out on paper, let it go until the next day, and then you can wake up feeling refreshed and tackle those things much better. So write in a gratitude journal and brain dump, which is kind of the same thing as brainstorming, but just getting your thoughts out on paper, allowing yourself to stop thinking that you have to hold on to that thought and otherwise you'll forget it. Because that's something I do. When I have a to-do list, I'll have this mental running to-do list, and instead of writing it down, I'm trying to remember, and that can just drive you crazy. There are so many good apps now for helping with sleep. I know one of them is called Calm. I have the, of course now I'm going to forget what it's called. It's on my phone, so I can't look it up. But I will put it in the comments unless I think of it while I'm still doing this, but it's a meditation app, Insight Timer. That's what it's called. Insight Timer. Should have written that down. See, I didn't write it down. So it has all kinds of guided meditations, but it has a whole section just dedicated to sleep. So it's music that is really calming. Hi, Carolyn. That has actual, theta waves in it, which have a actual, scientific effect on the brain to get you into that relaxation mode. So music, there are guided meditations to help you fall asleep. So all of that, while, you might feel like, not so sure about that woo-woo stuff. If you try it, it could actually work for you. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining me. So download an app. Most of them are free. Try that for a few nights in a row. Let me know if it works for you. We have one on almost every night going to sleep. Don't check your email, especially your work email or social media right before bed. Because you never know what you're going to expose yourself to. What if you open up your inbox and there's something really upsetting or something that stresses you out, or you go on social media and you see something that makes you all riled up and you get that adrenaline going. That's not what you need right before bed. When you're looking to help yourself fall asleep, the goal is relaxation. If you think too much, like, okay, I have to fall asleep. If I don't fall asleep by this time, then I'll only get this many hours of sleep. Don't put that much pressure on yourself. Just focus on how to relax. So another tip that I have for relaxation is I run a diffuser, an oil diffuser in my bedroom most nights as well. So these are pretty inexpensive. I think I got this one on Amazon for about, $13-14. It was on sale. But anyway, the point is you can get them for pretty inexpensive. You can get essential oils, and especially if you're just diffusing them. They don't have to be the top-notch quality, but if you are using them on your skin or ingesting them, they do. But get some lavender oil, get some soothing blend. There's all kinds of soothing blends out there. So having that aromatherapy in the air will soothe you, relax you, and eventually lead to better sleep. Keep regular sleeping hours if possible. So there are people who can't control this because they work irregular hours or they work night shift or whatever. But, some people during the week, they go to bed early, they wake up super early, go to the gym, whatever, before work. And then on the weekends, they stay up late and sleep in. Well, that's messing with your natural circadian rhythms and your body's natural response to fall asleep. And so if you can keep kind of more regular hours, even on the weekends, I'm not saying like get up at 5 a.m. on the weekends, but some people do anyway. But don't sleep until 10 on the weekends, but you're getting up at 5 a.m. every day during the week, because then you're just kind of like messing with your body and it has to constantly reset. So that's one, keep more sleeping hours or regular sleeping hours. Okay, and then controlling your exposure to light. So this is twofold. During the day, you want to be exposed to a lot of daylight or natural light, in your office or in your home. Let natural light in. Go out into the sunlight. Let your body, get into that light. So then at night, you want to have more darkness, have dim lights, especially at bedtime. Don't have a lighted room with a lot of like alarm clocks or letting light in through the windows, because your body, again, if it's dark, it knows that it's time to sleep. If it's light, it knows it's the daytime. So you want to get your body in that rhythm, like I was saying in the last one, but this is with light, and it's your body responds to light in that way. So get out during the day and then dim the lights at night and have your room dark for sleeping. Some people like to sleep with the TV on. This is not conducive to getting a good night's sleep, because that light is constantly like flashing, and even if you have it on mute, like that's going to interrupt your sleep pattern. Okay, exercise. So I know for myself, when I am exercising regularly, I'm more tired at night and at bedtime, and I sleep more soundly. Even just 10 minutes of vigorous exercise a day, which even could just be walking, is shown to help you sleep better at night. So get some form of exercise, even if you just need to like do jumping jacks in your living room and some push-ups and sit-ups, like do something every day to get your body moving and exert that energy is also going to help you with that antsiness. You know, like I was saying in the beginning, a lot of the reasons that people have a hard time falling asleep at night is because they have that pent up, antsy, anxious energy. So brain dump out of your mind so you can stop thinking about what's making you anxious. And then exercising is also going to be a natural way to get out that energy and, you know, give your body that natural fatigue, wear your muscles out, all of that. So those are my tips. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to tell you about my favorite natural remedy for sleep. Okay, so I've been using this since before I had children. I've been through periods of time in my life where I wake up in the middle of the night, like I might fall asleep all right, but then I wake up in the middle of the night around 3 a.m. or so, and my mind starts working. I start thinking negative thoughts. I go down this like bunny hole spiral, and I can't fall back asleep. So I discovered this product. So this is a homeopathic remedy. Homeopathic, basically, you know, there's allopathic medicine, there's naturopathic medicine. Hi, Tracy. This is homeopathic. So the concept behind homeopathic medicine is sort of the same concept behind vaccines. It's using same to remedy same. So this is called Coffea cruda. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it's backwards. But there you go. So if you think, you know, it has the word coffee in it, you're like, how could that help you sleep? But it's basically fighting, you know, what this is for. Let me just start with that. Relieves sleeplessness with mental hyperactivity. So when your mind is going too fast, when you're, you know, going a mile a minute, mental hyperactivity is what this is for. So when I would wake up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep, I would take 5 of these little pellets, you twist it, and they come out in there. I would take these and I would be able to go back to sleep. And then sometimes I would just take it preventatively before bedtime, and I would not wake up with that mind racing thing going on in the middle of the night. So I've been using homeopathic medicine since I was an infant. My mom's been using it with us since we were babies. She used it as a child with her doctor, who was her best friend's dad. So it's something that's been in our family for a long time. It can't hurt you. There's a lot of people who think that homeopathic medicine is not effective just because of lack of, you know, scientific proof. But I've used it enough to know that it does help. I use it on my kids, and it can't hurt you. So there's not like a risk in trying it. So I hope this has been helpful. I know a lot of people struggle with sleep. I want to help people live happier, healthier lives. So I love to come on here and help with everyday things to help people with their lives. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Our serum releases today, this evening. If you want that info, get in my inbox. If you want to watch the live video launch, let me know. I will invite you to it. It's going to be incredible. Also, you know, all of the information, the science behind it, the stuff is going to just change the faces of a lot of people on your Facebook timeline. So keep an eye out for that. So anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.